Okay guys, so here we are once again. Someone's driving with their big fart cannon on their car. Alright, but here we go guys. Got the paint tarp set up a little bit. Nothing too spectacular, but now we're going to finish painting. We're going to do the other side and just try to get some little spaces we missed last time, like here and whatnot. But yeah, looking pretty good. Alright, get the frame rails in and stuff like that. Like I said, gotta paint this side, paint this back side, things like that. I gotta go ahead and put something in right here because those are gonna keep moving. I'm sure of it. Yeah, see, this one's already moved. Yeah, I'm gonna have to address that ASAP. ASAP Ferg, you know? But the rest of this is looking good. Drive's pretty nice. I'm still considering doing those frame connectors. Keep it from doing those weird kind of wheelies as much. Like a piece here to here. And then chop this out a little bit and kind of mirror that on this side, here to here. And then that would kind of complete the whole frame. I think that would be a better solution for the long run. Everything else seems to be doing good. Like I said, this suspension, that's the way to go. I hammered that down. That's basically deburring it. Actually, just a little spot right there. Yeah, that's basically it. Doing good though. Oops, sorry guys. I had you going the wrong way. I like it. I like it a lot. It's turning out nicely. Very rugged construction. That's one of the best parts I think about this is it's built. I built it as tough as I could and made it big beefy screws, big beefy parts, lots of screws. So just like 2 screws, I used 4, you know. I used this bigger stock too. So I imagine that it can't tow anymore as far as pulling power, but it might support more load on the front end of whatever it's pulling. I think that will certainly help. One thing I have noticed is it wants to drag a lot when you're turning because it has no differential. And to turn it, before I made these little guides right here, to turn it, it would go sideways. And what that would do is allow it would tell the system to reverse the other wheel. Is that dust? Wow, it is dusty in here. But anyways, yep, that's the plan. So far, so good. The next thing I want to say is paint. And once that's done, I hate to say this, but again, I think it's going to be almost done. One thing I'm definitely going to have to do, though, in the future, don't know how soon this will be, is I got to take this front end out again. And I'm just going to have to build a new steering system for it. I'm just going to have to. Because what it has now is so loose. So I'll have to make my own custom wooden pieces and stuff where the pole can slide up on the bottom and then it has the top part. Plastic's not the best material for that. I'm not sure if wood is either. Maybe if it was a 4x4 stock, a big chunky piece of it for both sides, for the top part and the bottom here. That might work. But all this plastic welding was not a waste of my time. It has certainly helped a lot. I feel I have more confidence with it than I did before. But, you know, it's just, it's not perfect with where it is design-wise. But, you know, it's a lot further and better off than it was before. So it's like one of those things. It's like pick your battles. You know, is it the worst thing ever? No. Could it be better? Yes. Yes and no. So it's one of those things. But we will get to it when we can. I want to get more of that plastic and kind of cover the inside here and make like little pieces that cover where really all you see is the suspension, and then this is kind of like one piece, because I don't like looking at it and it being all airy and whatnot. Looks a little weird, but we'll fix that. That's where it is right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, go ahead and do that. Comment below, tell me what you think, and I will see you guys on the next one. And thank you for watching, and I will send you guys more updates as they come. All right, see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, so here's where we are right now. We have the new suspension in, and I took the shock towers off that bike, so we're still utilizing it, and I added them in combination to the other coils. And we have the hitch back on. I still need to bolt the back part. That's gonna have to happen. But right now these are just sitting in place, and I'll drive a little screw through it just to keep it from moving around. It won't be anything too fancy, but I had to put little small spacers to keep the geometry as parallel as possible. So these are gas struts from what I understand. I think they are, at least. They're Zoom bicycle shocks. Maybe they're spring. I don't care. Either way, in combination with these, I have the suspension that I want. At least I'm getting that dampening that I want, or the right amount. So it's time for a little test drive. I hooked up the gas pedal real quick, so the gas pedal's hooked back up. But everything's ready to go for the most part. It's kind of done for now, at least. I gotta still put those little pieces back in and then finish painting it, but that'll be it. kind of sad because I don't want it to be done. Aw. Oh well. Let me give it a quick test drive because I got to go soon. But I'm excited. It looks cool. The dual shocks look pretty bad. I'm going to paint over that Harley Davidson sticker, don't worry. It was a Harley Davidson kid's bike. In case anybody's wondering. But yeah, I like using old parts. I think it's pretty lined up. I like it. So far, so good. Y'all will have to tell me what you think of it. Alright. Hold on. I'm going to drive it. What's up, people? Here's another video. Alright, so here's what we've done. We added the new frame rails. We have painted at least this side. It looks really good. Still got a little minor drying to do, but now it's starting to look like something. It's going to also help protect the metal and stuff like that. All the pieces that the original paint got scratched off, tried to cover that. I painted the motors too. I figured that white looks a little tacky. Try to keep it all mechanical. So today we're gonna fix the shock tower situation, which was useless. That was not doing anything. And maybe repair this. We'll see. I'm kind of ticked off because it's not working right. Oh well. We'll see. But there's some spots that haven't been painted. So at the end of the day today, I'm going to do the same thing. Jack it up on the opposite side and paint all the bits that I couldn't get to today or last night. But it looks good. You can see it's got that matte black finish to it. There's some imperfections, but nothing I can't live with. That's for sure. Painted a lot of the metal and stuff like that to help protect it. Like the ends of it, tried to paint it as much as possible. Again, for protection. Painted all that white stuff, the white weld on that steering column. That looks a lot better now. So today what we gotta do is put the old shock towers back in. Except this time they're gonna be a little bit more not more one way, but they're gonna be a lot stiffer and stronger based upon the new design I'm gonna have for it. Because this shock, as I said in the last video, is way too strong. It's going to take over 600 for straight up and down compression. There's not 650 pounds of weight on this. If there was, it would begin to work better, but there's not. So it has its limitations at the moment. But yeah, it's starting to really look like something. I gotta put the piece of plastic and wood back on here. Don't know where those are actually. Where are they? Oh no, I found it. These pieces. Yeah, we gotta put those back on with the plastic. Yep. Forgot which side was which. I'll just have to look at the bolt pattern because this is top, and that's obviously the back side that'd be facing on in the inner parts. It's not going to be that complicated to figure it out. But we're going to use the big stock. We're going to add another rail, which will be more to paint, but it'll be worth it. Add another rail. You know what, let me go ahead and lower this, because it's gonna be worthless to explain it. Alright, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Instead of cutting and painting new pieces, which would ultimately be pointless, what we're going to do is unscrew these pieces. Because once this is out, this won't serve a purpose. Because this has to go on the middle. And if that is there, the issue with these bars is it's going to hit them. It's going to be too tall. Well, not exactly, but more than I need it to be for it to fit just right. But y'all get the point. Noise alert. That's what that little rubber piece was. It was from the jack stand. Okay. They deburred it. That's no big deal. Okay. But yeah, I'll unscrew these. Move them over under here. And going to build a more sturdy mount for the shocks, because these were wobbly and were kind of janky. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this stock, and we're going to file it. We're going to cut it where it kind of shapes out. It's going to kind of taper down. So that way it has more left and right. It'll have more left and right stability than the old one did. And it'll be less likely to crack and stuff like that, because the other ones wanted to pretty badly. So that'll give it more stability and stuff. But I think what I'll do is cut it on the inside coming out, because that's where the most articulation and pressure is going to want to be. So that's going to be that. And a little sawing tip for you guys. Always make sure you cut a long piece before you cut the small piece. Use a long piece to cut out your small piece first, because they won't be big pieces. Because problem with cutting a short piece is you have less control over the stock, and you're more likely to injure yourself. So try not to ever cut out small pieces. Like if I was to, because it's going to be about that big. But if I was to use this, I could really get myself hurt very easily. So not a good idea. Don't do that, guys. Be smart. Don't be stupid. Alright. Gonna put this on the jack stand real quick and get started. I'm taking this shock out and then start mocking up the new rear shocks.